Welcome to the 360 experience with Onakosi today.
Thank you.
Yeah. What a season it's been for you, Arsenal fans. It's been topsy-turvy, but the past week has put things into perspective again. Back in the driver's seat for the Premier League title and 90 minutes away from winning a first ever Champions League title. You must be in the seventh heaven.
Cloud 9, Cloud 50, whatever it is. Yes. It's been 22 years of torture. It's been 15 years of jibes, from rival fans. Matter of fact, I remember vividly the last time Arsenal won the league. If someone had told me at the time that I would have to stay another 22 years to see Arsenal win the league, I'd have said, come on, get out, because I thought, we were going to go on a run. But that's football. It doesn't happen that way. Suddenly, Jose Mourinho came into the picture. Suddenly, Alex Ferguson, metamorphosed into something else. And United and Chelsea more or less dominated the years after. Then, further into it, Manchester City came into the reckoning. And we've seen United, Chelsea, City, and even a sleeping giant, Liverpool, come back into reckoning for these past 22 years. So it's been really torturous as an Arsenal fan, a long-suffering Arsenal fan. I think it's about time we at least enjoy some good moments.
Let's talk about the brains behind it all. Mikel Arteta. How do you rate the work that is done at Arsenal for the past 7 years thereabout?
I think he has been a magnificent coach. But unfortunately, in the kind of job he has, you need proof. You need the ultimate proof. I've seen proof that he's a very good coach. But the ultimate proof would be winning titles. Yes, he won 6 months into the job with a team that was basically not his, but over the years, the transformation that Arsenal has seen is all but down to the manager. He is a very, very good coach. In fact, make no mistakes, I have been very critical of him. In fact, I remember writing a piece early in the 2004-2005 season, I think August of 2004, saying, was it August or September, that if he doesn't win a trophy at the end of that season, which was last season, that he should be fired. Unfortunately, I didn't see the injuries coming. And by the end of the season, I sort of gave excuses, so to speak, because you can't have that kind of injuries that Arsenal had last season and expect to really win things. It was crazy. We had the highest number of injuries in the Premier League. But with all those injury worries, he really didn't challenge for the title, but he still finished second. He got to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. So I saw a bit of progression. And then if you go before that, the season Arsenal first challenge for the title, 2022-2023, nobody saw that coming. Not a lot of us, even Arsenal fans, saw it coming. I know people say, oh, he bottled the league, oh, Arsenal bottled the league. That's one narrative. I would argue that we were not even supposed to be contending for the league. We were like a year or two ahead of plans. And when it came to the nitty gritty, because he didn't have a good squad, he had about 13, 14 good players, and you can't win a league with 13, 14 good players. I saw the limitation. The following year, I think he did well. That's the 2023-2024 season. He just came up against a juggernaut. Arsenal won from January to, yes, I know the season did not start in January, but from January to May, Arsenal won 16 matches, drew one against the eventual champions, and lost one. Arguably, you could say that that's a title winning form, right? But City, on the other hand, won 17 and drew 1. And that was the difference between winning the league and not winning it. So I'm saying all of this to show the progress that has been made from a team that were not good enough. I finished 8th, to a team that was supposed to qualify for the Champions League but didn't, finish 5th, to a team that nobody gave them a chance to be in the top 4, but somehow they proved to be title challengers, in 2022, 2023. So I've seen that steady progression. Has he made mistakes in the process? Absolutely, loads of mistakes. His cup runs since he won the FA Cup has been atrocious, But all in all, by the time Beta came in at the start of the season or towards the end of last season, and I said, wait, let me even see what, the plans are. Honor, it's very simple. One of the reasons Arsenal are where they are right now is the summer they had. Bringing in 8 players to bolster the squad, the quality of the players. And Arsenal, right now, Arsenal have the second highest injuries. So those injuries did not even stop from last season. They continued again into this season. The difference between the performances this season and last season is the summer they had. So for me, I've seen progress. Again, he's made mistakes. Loads of them. Loads of them that has got some of us, including me, go, fire him. However, on the balance of things, if he goes on to win the league, which I think is all but there, and if for any reason in a one-off final against PSG, I think Arsenal has got a 48% chance of winning that trophy. If they eventually do, and Arsenal win the Champions League for the very first time in their career, in their the existence of the club, Honor, build him a statue.